Have you ever thought social media was stupid? I have. In fact, I'm still not sure it's not stupid. I remember a decade ago, maybe a decade and a half ago, when I was talking to my son and my daughter, and they were like, Dad, you need to post more on social media. You need to post more on social media. I'm like, why? It doesn't make any sense. It's so dumb. And like, who cares what I had for lunch? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. And they said something to me, both my son and my daughter said this to me multiple times. It doesn't matter if it makes sense to you. It makes sense to the people who are looking for you. They didn't say it that way, but that's the essence of what they were saying. And now, even though I still think the fact that so many people care about so many other people's lives, about the details of other people's lives, and I think that's kind of dumb. I get it. Maybe it's not dumb. I find it fascinatingly ridiculous how voyeuristic most people are. That being said, since I listened to my son and my daughter, I've had the privilege of generating multiple 7 figures online, in fact, 8 figures, in fact, multiple 8 figures, predominantly because of social media, because last year, our business did just under $13 million in sales with $0 spent on ads, okay? And so I'm about to share with you what we've done and how I think about social media, because I don't really think about social media from the standpoint of, I wonder what so-and-so's doing. I think I'll look them up on Instagram. I wonder what so-and-so's doing. I think I'll look them up on YouTube. I wonder what so-and-so's doing. I think I'll look them up on Facebook. Like that, those kinds of thoughts never enter my head. Now, if I happen to be on social media, on YouTube, for instance, looking for a finger-style guitar lesson of a particular song that I'd like to learn how to play, and an animal fight video pops up, I'm watching it, right? Okay? I'm just saying right now, if I want to see if the giraffe is going to kick the lion's head off, or is the lion going to eat the giraffe? Okay, but how do I use social media as an entrepreneur to grow my business and grow my brand? And so I was talking to some folks in studio this morning before we started recording, and just looking for where people are stuck. And I came to some realizations as they were asking me questions. And one of the realizations I came to is that in the B.O.S.S Moves book, so I wrote this book called B.O.S.S Moves. B.O.S.S is an acronym that stands for Business Optimization Success Secrets, and I'm not trying to get you to buy the book. In fact, I'll say this, don't buy the book, okay? So now you don't think I'm trying to sell it to you, just don't buy it, okay? But I'm giving you an illustration. So I wrote this book called B.O.S.S Moves. B.O.S.S is an acronym that stands for Business Optimization Success Secrets. There are 4 B.O.S.S Moves. There's lead generation, which means I have to have somebody to talk to sell my stuff. There's core products, there's lead generation offers, there's lead conversion offers. And lead conversion offers are the first thing or the main thing that I sell to the leads that I generate. Like this book is a core product for us. Trash Man to Cash Man is a core product for us. The Make More Offers Challenge is a core product for us. So a core product in my mind is something that costs between $20 and $3,000. $20 on the low end, $3,000 on the high end, okay, of a core product. So there's lead generation offers, there's lead conversion offers, and convert means to change. So once you convert the lead, they're no longer a lead, they are now a client or a customer. So then there's customer or client ascension. That's your next offer, customer ascension offer. That's your premium value offer. And then there's customer retention offers. That's your continuity or your monthly recurring revenue, where you sell the thing once and they pay you for it from now on. Okay, those are the 4 offers. But there's a foundational prerequisite offer that I don't talk about in the B.O.S.S Moves book, and it's not an offer. It's not an offer. It's a move. It's the prerequisite boss move of B.O.S.S Moves. And it's the move that I think that if you make this move, not only can it make you 6 figures, not only can it make you 7 figures, it could potentially make you a billionaire. This one B.O.S.S move, and that is audience building. Because in order to generate leads, you have to have an audience from which to generate those leads. What is an audience? Think about an audience, the word audience. You go to a concert, you have the people who are the performers, they're playing the music, and everybody else who's there to hear the concert, they are the what? Audience. Okay, you have somebody who's going to give a speech. I went to a Jordan Peterson talk, I think last year or year before last, and maybe 8 to 12,000 people were at the hockey arena here in Tampa. And I was like, oh, okay, we are in the audience. Well, the root word for audience is audio, right? Think about that, right? The root word for audience is audio. So what is an audience? It's people who show up to hear from you. That's what an audience is, people who show up to hear from you. Well, here's what I've discovered. When people show up to hear from you, they're paying. Sometimes they're paying with their assets, they're paying with their money, but what they're always paying with, they're paying with their attention, right? And long before people pay you with their assets, they pay you with their attention. The bigger the pool of people paying you with their attention, the bigger the pool of people that exist who will be willing to pay you with their assets. So the reason social media can be so valuable is because people who have never heard of you before, when they find you on social media, if you provide something that's valuable for them, what they will do is they will pay attention to you. Robin Dunbar, I learned this from my main man, Daniel Priestley. He talks about the Dunbar's numbers, and Dunbar came up with these 7-11 numbers. People need to have 7 interactions with you and pay attention to you for 11 hours, or they need to have 11 interactions with you and pay attention to you for 7 hours. I don't remember which one it is, but it's one of those two things. It's 7 and 11, okay? And then they feel like they know you, like you, and trust you. Well, social media gives them the ability to do that. So different social media platforms are for different purposes, right? I think Facebook is a great social media platform to advertise on. I don't think it's a great social media platform to reach people on. I think it's a great social media platform to congregate on as well, like having Facebook groups where you bring messages to groups. I think Facebook is great for that. I think Instagram is great for building a following of impulsive buyers and impulsive reactors, because when I think of Instagram as a platform, I think infomercial as a medium on Instagram. And I've probably bought more offers from Instagram than any other social platform except maybe YouTube. I bought more from Instagram. I bought more premium, expensive offers from YouTube. I think that's a better way to say it. Okay, so how can you use social media to take your business to the next level? Well, you have to build a big enough audience to support it. So if you think about that, if you're serious about building your business, you have to become serious about building your audience. But here's the problem with being serious about building your audience. Most people, and I think I'm very, very accurate in saying most people. Oftentimes I'd change that to many, but I'm not going to change it this time. I believe most people are apprehensive about showing up on social media. And they're apprehensive about showing up on social media to their own detriment and to their own demise. Because if people who are looking for your solution find you, that's worlds better than you finding them. Worlds better. So what does that look like? We've got some, we probably have 30 or 40,000 followers on Facebook. I don't care if I have 30 or 40,000 or 30 or 40 on Facebook. I just don't care. It doesn't matter. The only thing I really use Facebook for is 2 things: groups to go live in, and buying ads. I don't care about Facebook for anything else. I could care less. Instagram, I use it for building an audience of people who are in a hurry but still want to hear from me. YouTube, that's my jam. And I believe that YouTube is the best platform on which any ordinary, average, regular, everyday person like us can build an audience big enough to make you a billionaire with a B. Provided that you have something of value. If you don't have anything of value, it doesn't matter what the platform is. There's no magic platform that's going to make somebody who has no value have a huge audience and make millions of dollars. It's just not, you have to bring something to people that they desire to have, not just stuff that you desire them to have, right? And so YouTube, to me, is the best platform for building an audience of people who are going to be very, very ecstatic and happy to do business with you. So I'm going to give you some stats. In the last 28 days, well, I heard 𝐿𝐿 say this. He said, you know, we would get excited if we went across town and we talked to 100 people and they paid attention to us. We'd be excited. But 100 people watch our YouTube video, we think it's not a big deal. Oh, it's 100. Well, it only has 100 views. 100 ain't half bad, right? I've got a client right now who has an event in Tampa. He's got 104 people there. And yesterday he did somewhere between $825,000 and $900,000 with 100 people. So we think 100 people is not valuable and viable. I'm just like, I think we don't have our heads on straight, right? And so on YouTube, if I look at YouTube Studio on my phone, I'm seeing right here, right now, in the last 28 days, we've gotten 2 million views. 2 million. That's 2 million people have said, I declare, that's Myron Golden. Okay. 35,300 subscribers. 35,300 subscribers in the last 28 days. In the last 28 days, we've generated from YouTube partnership program, $42,000. 42. Do you understand? 42. If I didn't do anything else but YouTube, I could live off of $42,000 a month. My lifestyle is not a $42,000 a month lifestyle. Okay, y'all tracking? Okay. And then watch time hours. This is the kicker. 436,000 watch time hours. Okay, so in the last 28 days. So if I take 436,000 and I divide it time by 8,760 hours, that's how many hours in a year. There are 8,760 hours in a year. People spent 49.77 years watching me in the last 28 days. Like how much time people spent watching me would be the equivalent of one person watching me for 49.77 years, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for 49 years. That's a lot of attention. Now, why am I telling you this? Because there are still people who think, well, a YouTube channel doesn't matter. Don't make the mistake of building a social media platform for the purpose of gaining a following. This is the 7-figure secret. Don't make the mistake of building an Instagram profile for the objective of getting to 400,000 followers. Don't make the mistake of building a YouTube channel for the purpose of getting to 1 million subscribers. Instead, build a YouTube channel for the purpose of getting good at creating YouTube videos that people want to watch. Make that your objective. Get good at posting, like determine that your objective in building your Instagram following or building your Instagram profile is to get good at creating posts that people want to pay attention to. If you desire to reach a corporate audience, LinkedIn would be a good platform for you. If you desire to reach a young audience, like TikTok might be the platform. But my own personal experience tells me, I've been on all the platforms for quite a while, but I'm telling you, from my own personal experience, I can see clearly, hear me when I tell you, inside 10 years, if I keep doing what I'm doing, that the trajectory of our business will be to the tune of billionaire with a B inside 10 years if we just stay on the trajectory we're on now. Because if we don't, but here's the thing, it's not possible, as long as I keep providing decent content, it's not possible for me to stay on the trajectory I am on now. Why? Because one of the things that I'm learning as I'm doing this, and I literally, like if I didn't have all the subscribers and making all the money and all the other stuff on YouTube, I'd still be doing it because my objective is I'm going to do this for 10 years consistently. I've got 2 years under my belt. I've got 8 years to go. And if in 2 years I'm at 600, let's just call it 600,000. So that means if everything just keeps growing incrementally the same, if it doesn't get any better, 2 years, 600,000. I have 8 more years, right? So that's 4 times 6. That's another 2.4. So I'll be over 3 million subscribers in 10 years, if it doesn't even get faster. But I think it's going to get faster. You know why it's going to get faster? Because I have one objective. Every time we create a YouTube video, we get better. And if you make that your objective, instead of making your objective subscribers and followers and fans and comments and accolades and YouTube play buttons, let's make our objective getting so good at what we do on social that it's impossible for people to ignore us. If you will do that, you can build a 6 or 7, maybe 8 or even 9 or 10-figure brand because you decided to create content that people get addicted to. Hopefully this video helps you, and it'll help you take your life and your business to the next level. These are 7-figure social media secrets. Do social media for the purpose of getting good at bringing value to the marketplace. Stay blessed by the best, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.